Everybody in baseball loves to watch his at bat. Here's the offensive lineup for the A's. So who are you looking at, John?
Well, Billy Butler has a little bit of power, not a big power guy, but he's mostly a line drive hitter, especially in the gaps. That's what makes him so difficult to pitch to, because he can go gap to gap. He loves driving in the big runs. He can make a difference offensively.
And Coco Crisp to that. The A's losing yesterday. They were hoping to take the series after splitting games 1 and 2. They ended up grabbing one game only against the Angels. Picked up by fielder and out. Pitcher makes a nice play at first base.
That was a nice play. Saw the opportunity at first. Didn't waste any time getting over. That's the key. Beat the runner to the bag.
Good hustle off the mound. And it's Lowry batting. This one swung on, hit down the line and right. And it's going to be Chu. No problem for him. That's an easy out. Steve was talking about the road woes. 50 losses for the A's away from home, John.
Well, for a young team like the A's, still trying to get their feet wet, it can be hard going on the road and coming home with some W's.
Ball one to begin this at bat, 1-0.
Well, you saw the catcher right there setting up inside, and the pitcher just missed off the plate. Still a pretty good pitch, though.
Here's a fly ball to straightaway left. And that one's put away to retire the side. Only 5. Oakland starter for our ball game. Stevie faces this Texas lineup today. What's his focus?
Well, the offense is going to be important to support this good right-handed pitcher on the mound today. He's facing a great lineup. This team could put some runs up on the board. So if his club could score early, it could take some of the pressure off of him and allow him to get in the strike zone a little earlier in the count.
And that's on the outer half for a strike, 1 and 2.
Well, you take a look at what Andrews has been up to. His approach to the plate recently has brought him just 2 hits in his last 22.
The last 5 games have been hard on him, just not picking up pitches well during his at-bats.
Here's the pitch. And he holds off on the curve, full count. And that one misses. That's going to be ball 4. Toss the bat aside and head down to first.
Some control issues right now for the pitcher. He's got to get locked in and back in the zone.
Last game for the Rangers proved to be a W. That made it a sweep in the series, going 3 for 3 against the Mariners. And with a walk-off in the bottom of the 11th, that makes you feel good.
Well, it absolutely does. And the deeper you get into the game as an offensive player, you know you're not going to see the best pitchers the other team has to offer. Take advantage.
Change up. Thought he had him, but it's 1 and 2. The 1-2 pitch. Hit on the ground. He picks it up. Over to second for 1. And that's 2. A double play. Nice pickup on that one, then around for 2.
That's like infield drills in the pregame, except this time they got 2 outs. Nice work to get the double play.
Get a chance to see that lineup. Let's take a look for the Rangers. Any of these bats stand out, John?
Well, we all know Prince Fielder can hit home runs. I mean, it's some of the most prodigious home runs you'll see. Those high lofting shots that go about 450 feet. But what people don't understand is he's a guy who can walk a lot. He's also a great hitter with runners in scoring position. Prince Fielder's more than just a power guy.
Smash towards the middle. And that's going to be a base hit for Fielder. Here's a look at the A's on defense.
The defense is going to be critical in this game. They're going to have to make the routine play and some of the spectacular plays as well against this very difficult lineup.
Runner on first now for Adrian Beltre.
Clearly one of the stories for this team over the last bunch of games. Won 13 for his last 40. His offense really started to kick off the end of April, and it has spiked up ever since then. He is not letting up, just locked in at the plate and crushing the ball.
That's a strike and an 0-2 count. And Beltre now, be careful of the K.
Now coming into this game, he's got to have some confidence because he picked up 2 hits last time out, so he's got to be seeing the ball pretty well.
Here's the delivery. There's a ground ball. Lowry picks it up. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. No runs at a base hit. They leave 1 man on at first. Nobody's put one on the board yet here in Texas. Out of the order, due to bat next.
For the Oakland
And this afternoon, hitters, they're not going to have to worry too much about the shadows. Pretty much a cloudy day. It's Reddick at the plate. Taps this one foul to the right. The pitch. A swing and a fly ball to left center field. One away now. Our State Farm leaderboard, teams who have great control, not walking people. Number 1, the Rangers. The Angels in second. In third, the A's. The Indians fourth. And it's the Yankees, number 5.
Well, you better be swinging today. And, you know, as a hitter, you like facing guys like this who don't walk a lot of hitters because you know they're going to be around the plate and they're going to give you a chance to swing the bat. Thing is, these two pitching staffs, they're not just going to throw it down the middle. They hit corners. They just don't walk anyone. So they're going to be ahead in counts. You got to be aggressive against pitchers like this and swing early in the count.
And Butler lets it go outside for a ball.
Another strong year for Billy Butler, who's one of the more consistent hitters in the league. Year in and year out, he finds a way to put up big numbers.
That's called for a strike. It'll even the count at 2-2. Tell you about Butler's numbers: 2011, 291 average, 19 home runs, almost that 100 RBI mark now.
And I don't think he's ever going to put up those big numbers. I don't think he's ever going to be a 35, 120, 130 RBI guy. But when you pencil in a lineup and you know you're going to get this year in and year out from him, I think most managers would take it. Well, after a long, epic battle, this at-bat ends in a walk. Are you kidding me? Someone should have got struck.
Here's a swing and a ground ball. The diving stop, and he's up with it. Throw got him. That is one heck of a play. In fact, he had a dive and still had time to get up and make the throw. That's how hard that was hit.
Well, the accuracy of that throw is what's tremendous. When you're moving that quickly, rushing to get to your feet, it's awfully tough to be that accurate.
Number 7 man at the plate. In that A's-Rangers series, Rangers really took it to him, even though it was the A's. Steve started out pretty well in this series.
Well, you know what? 2 series, July and August. Rangers sweep the A's and really decided that division and really set the stage for where the A's would finish in the year.
This is popped down the right field line. Should be room. And there's Chu for out number 3. So they can't push any across here in this half of the inning. Shutout baseball here in Texas. 5, 6, 7 hitters to get things.
Coming to bat for the Texas Rangers.
It's Alex Rodriguez to lead it off.
14, Alex Rodriguez.
That swung on, line towards the gap in left center. And that's going to be a base hit for Rodriguez. Here's how the Western Division race looks going into May, courtesy of State Farm. In that first spot, the Rangers. Astros in second. Angels holding on to third. And in fourth, the Mariners. Gallo is the batter. That one's in the dirt. Nice stop. Now 1 ball, 1 strike. He watched that fastball that was in there.
I did not swing at that pitch. I mean, he throws your fastball right down the middle. You got to be ready when you get your pitch to deliver.
The 1-2 on its way. Swung on, grounded towards the hole. That's one. And a deuce into the plate.
You have to love great defense. I mean, that's an unbelievable effort right there and a way to pick your team up in a critical situation.
And it gets the fans into the game, too. I think fans love D. Now with 2 outs in the inning, here's Denard Span.
The stats tell the story of the kind of success he's been having, picking up 15 hits in his last 43.
And things really took off for him near the end of April, and he is yet to cool down.
Swing and a rocket toward short. And that's a base hit. Span on board now.
Let's take a look at some of the rankings in the American League and really where the Rangers sit right now. First in ERA, second in batting average with runners in scoring position, and they also rank in the top 5 in doubles. That ability to drive the ball into the gaps and down the line and hustle out of the box.
He watches the first pitch. That ends up in the zone. Strike 1. Here's the pitch. 0-1. Fastball and a called strike. Fastball swung on and missed, and the side's retired. They pick up no runs on 2 hits and strand 1. Nobody's put one on the board yet here.
For the Oakland
And if you just joined us, our broadcast of Major League Baseball on 2K Sports with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. I'm Gary Thorne. And Folds batting. He's going to try to stretch it. And he is out at second.
I'll take a chance here right now to see where the Athletics sit in the American League. 8th in hits, 9th in triples, and they're in the top 10 in team batting average with runners in scoring position. That's a real asset for any team. When you get runners in scoring position, hit in the clutch and drive them in.
That'll bring Coco Crisp to the plate.
Well, he waited for that one to get deep in the zone, and he put a good swing on it. Now, with 1 out, let's see if they try to move him along.
He bounced out his last time. Cutter just misses. 1-0.
Now, if you saw his last game, you got a chance to see that he swung the bat well in that one, picking up a couple of knocks.
Cutter just off the black, and he falls behind 2-0.
Well, good movement on the cutter there, but he's got to get the ball down to the zone. He can get hurt with hitters throwing it up there.
The pitch. 3 balls, 1 strike. Crisp, if it's his, he'll be going. Well, last year, take a look, 186 against the Rangers. Here's a check swing, and it evens the count at 2. It's in there. The 3-2 pitch. Line towards second. He picks it up. And he is safe at first. He's on board. Look at the staffs who have been sitting batters down over the last 10. Brought to you by State Farm. The Rangers number 1. The A's second. Third, the Rays. Mariners 4th. And it's the Red Sox number 5.
A ton of strikeouts for both of these pitching staffs over the last 10 games. They are just throwing some heat in there and making some hitters look silly.
This one's grounded foul wide of first. Good looking fastball. Called the ball though. 2-1.
Well, when you look at Jed Lowry's numbers, it's hard to argue with his success at the plate lately, going 8 for his last 21 at bats.
He has really been locked in for about the last week or so.
They pick up no runs on 2 hits and strand 1. Still unable to score. Oakland still 0. Bottom of the order to get things started. Jimenez at the plate. Well, this is a kind of an interesting breakdown. Take a look at the pitch types that were thrown that have been hit for a base hit or better.
And you can see that 4-seam fastball. It's been hit several times in this game.
Even though he's only been hit 3 times in this game, they've all come off of that one pitch. He's been solid to start the game out and can turn into a great start for his club if he continues to minimize hits on all of his offerings and find another option to go to.
A swing and a miss, strike 3, but a chance at first. Over to first base, and they get the out.
Now, great catching. He's earning his money behind the plate today, chasing that ball in the dirt, blocking it, and getting the runner out just in time.
That could be a great way to start the offense if you can get a runner like that on, because that's really a steal when you do. Set bat underway, 1-0 after that first pitch missed.
Elvis Andrus had a breakout year in 2010. He continued to build on that with another strong outing in 2011. He has everything you want from a guy near the top of the order. A lot of speed and a good eye.
And he looks at a splitter for a called strike. 2-1. And Andrus, 3 straight years now for him. We has topped 30 stolen bases, 37 picked up last year.
You know, he's so young and athletic. He's going to continue to grow and read the pitchers, but that speed is explosive. And where the power fell back a little bit, I think he's got power in that bat. We're going to see more of it in the future.
Here's a good pitch at the knees. Full count, 3-2. And when you're having a day like this guy is on the mound, it takes a lot of things to be going right for you. Here's a look at his strategy on mixing up his pitch types.
I love what I've seen from him today. He's established his fastball, and then he's throwing just enough off-speed pitches to keep these guys off balance.
Well, he's doing an exceptional job in this game, changing the sequence of pitches to where the hitters cannot follow the rhythm that he has for his plan of attack.
Here's Shin-Soo Choo with 2 away. He had an 0 for 11 last year off the 8th. 1-0 count. He took that last one, and it was out of the zone.
He's been off of his game right now. It's just 8 hits in his last 41 at-bats. I seem to lose the streak at the end of April and just can't seem to find it again. He needs to be more patient, let the ball come to him, think about going back up the middle.
Passes up a ball this time and swings for a strike that's in the dirt. 1-2 pitch coming. And he catches Sin-Soo Choo looking. Strike 3. He'll head back to the dugout. 3 up, 3 down this half inning. Nobody's put one on the board yet here in Texas. Things will start getting a little more difficult. Catcher up to the plate. He'll dig in. Start of the 4th inning. Grounder up by Beltre. In time for the out. And while you're celebrating Cinco de Mayo, we hope you'll tune us in. It'll be John Lester and the Chicago Cubs as they take on the Cardinals in St. Louis. That one will get underway at 8 Eastern. Now batting with 1 away, Josh Reddick in the top 10 in hits. He waited on that first pitch and took it. It's 1-0.
He's getting it done all season long, Gary, and a guy they're really looking to count on.
1-0 pitch is a fastball high, 2-0.
Again, we're into the 4th inning right now, and as you start to flip the lineup over again, you know, they've only gotten 2 hits, so they're going to have to really evaluate what they should be looking for at the plate, and maybe they need to be a little bit more patient and make them work.
Now the 2-1 pitch, and Josh Reddick swings and misses on that one, and the count is now even. Steve, let's take a look at what we've got from the pitcher.
You know, when he's throwing the ball down on the zone like this, these lefty hitters have to stay behind the ball to drive it. They just don't seem able to do that. They keep swinging and hitting the top part of the ball.
Got him there. That was a nice strikeout. So Billy Butler will try and keep it going.
Well, looking for a bounce-back performance today. Some disappointment after last game, striking out twice.
Ball! That one in the dirt. Good play by the catcher. Kept it in front of him. Swing liner back up the middle. And that gets down. Butler on first. Well, that'll bring up yonder Alonso.
Well, you know the pitcher was hoping to get that 3 up, 3 down inning. Little bit of a breather inning, but that single will extend this one a bit here.
Not quite what he's been used to over this stretch. Picked up hits in just 3 of his last 49. About halfway through the month of April, he just lost his stroke. Still trying to bust out of the slump right now. Just can't seem to find that swing.
Watches that one down and in. It's ball 1. Good pitch on the outside corner. 1-2. Well, it's truly been a tremendous day on the mound for this man. Here's a breakdown of how that swung on, hit on the ground. Oakland in a nice position here to capitalize.
Well, when the hitter stepped up the plate, the last place he expected to get a hit from a pitch was one inside off the plate. How he swung at it, how he got the bat on it, unbelievable job. No one will know that. Good job of hitting.
Missed badly with a fastball there, 1-1. Smashes that one towards the shortstop. Throws to first, side is retired. So no runs, 2 hits, and they strand 2. It has been about defense here at Rangers Ballpark at Arlington. Zippo on the board. For those of you just joining in, I'm Gary Thorne along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. And fielder mashes that one. It is gone. Goodbye, Homer. The Rangers with a big fly. The first run of the ball game. You'll have to get that on the big fly ball in a 1-0 lead.
Gary looked like he was setting on that pitch. He got it and drove it out of the park.
What they're going to want to do in this ball game now is take advantage of that and build that momentum up.
Now they need to still be aggressive out there and go right after him. Texas out in front now, Gary. Good job by the offense, taking the lead. Now they want more. Don't let up. When you've got the lead, keep adding to it.
That one taken by Beltre for a strike. This is, Steve, I guess, with that big fly, the inning these guys were hoping for.
Well, that's exactly right, Gary. I mean, you want to have the big inning. When you get that opportunity, put a number up on the board.
Line towards third and foul. Strike three, Adrian Beltre. He got caught looking, and he's out of there.
Let's take another look at that pitch. There's another look at the split.
Well, he'll get the batter looking at this one. What a nice pitch, low and away in the strike zone.
And he's going to take a slow walk back, trying to figure out what happened in that at bat.
Yeah, not a good feeling.
And Alex Rodriguez is at the plate and is one down.
Well, A-Rod's in his 19th season. Just sounds strange to say. His totals are really adding up. And if he can get to 20 or more seasons, he'll have a chance at a few records.
It's hit foul by Rodriguez. For A-Rod, is he going to be able to reach that all-time home run mark? At one point, he was on pace for it. It's getting a little more doubtful now.
Well, his health has been a major factor there, and you wonder whether or not he's going to get to it. But I know this, he's still going to go down as one of the greatest hitters of all time.
When you love what he did right there, there's no time wasted. Let's go right after him and sit him down.
That's about keeping a hitter off balance, and he certainly did there.
Well, just a hello, how you doing, and see you later.
Gallo has a turn in the box. We'll get another shot after hitting into that double play last time up. 0-1 count as that started off with a strike. Changing the eye level of hitters is such a key component. Here we can see the breakdown of how this guy has been mixing locations.
I think he's been in pretty good command in this one. He clearly is hitting his target, if not all the time, at least the majority of the time.
You know, John, if I'm the pitching coach, I'm going to emphasize just stick with the plan. The plan seems to be working.
He delivers. Trying to get him to chase the fastball away. 2-2. Goodwood hits it right back up through the pitcher. And that's going to bring Denard Span to the plate. Now the State Farm leaderboard. A look at pitching staffs who have been the hardest to hit in the last 10 games. Number 1, the Angels. Second, the Rangers. In third, the A's. Fourth, the Orioles. Number 5, the Royals rounded out.
It's been rough going for the opposition over the last 10 games or so, Gary, as these pitching staffs have really shut down the base hits coming against them.
Well, Denard Span has all the tools in the world to be a force at the top of the batting order. A good average hitter, a high on base guy, not going to hit a lot of home runs, but to me, he's the consummate leadoff hitter. He knows his limitations, but he knows his strengths, and he uses his strengths more than anyone.
Base hit his last time. Able to drop a run here in the fourth. First run up. Texas out in front, 1-0.
Up to the plate.
And Folds batting. Now let's take a look at a breakdown of how this guy has been mixing up his pitches so far in this one. What stands out, guys?
I think he's throwing that curveball just a little bit too much. I think he needs to mix things up a little bit more to make that pitch more effective.
You know, one of the things I've been noticing, he has not been throwing the slider as much as we're used to seeing it. And it can be a tremendous weapon for him. We'll see if he leans on it more heavily later in the game because he needs to find some outs.
Oh, tough one to lay off right there, that fastball. 1-2.
Like, they left 4 runners on base so far in the game, so they've had a couple of opportunities, you know, to be able to try to make something happen, but just have not been able to come up with a big hit or a long ball.
One away.
To the plate for the Oakland Athletics, second baseman.
We'll see what Sogard can do with the bat.
Sogard.
He trails his team's leader in RBIs right now. Starts him out with a fastball for a strike.
Well, he's getting the job done this year, no question about it. Such production, so consistent.
On the way. Here's a slider that misses. 1-1.
If you got a chance to watch the last ball game, you saw the quality at bat he had. A runner on base, he worked the count, got a pitch he could hit, and hit the ball out of the ballpark. Good piece of hitting, and maybe the start of things to come.
Nice reflexes there to keep that one under control. That one was in the dirt. Here he comes, 3-1. Behind that time, and that takes the count full.
Well, I tell you what, for a two-seam fastball, he had some good movement and good pop on that one. Batter swung late.
Hit in the air to center field. Out number 2. The Rangers' schedule looks like this. This Oakland series ending on Thursday. They'll kick off a series with the Houston Astros. That's a division rivalry. A team they didn't have too much trouble with in their previous series. That'll be a 3-game series. Then they'll continue the road trip for the next series. The Rays hosting that one. That's quite a few road games coming up, and that's always challenging. Crisp taking the called strike. A career .268 hitter against the Rangers. Low and in that time, 2-1. Here's the 2-1. Grounder up by Beltray. Throws to first in time. That's 3 down. And they're unable to make any noise.
Up to the plate.
In the box, their rookie second baseman. Let's take a look at what he's doing on these first pitch to hitters.
I tell pitchers all the time, work ahead. What do you mean by that? Well, that means go 0-1. Throw first pitch strike. And he's retired 6 hitters in this game when he's gotten a first pitch strike.
And he looks at a fastball in there, 1-1. 1-1 pitch. 1-1 pitch is a splitter. Taken for a strike, 1-2.
Well, this is an outstanding pitch. When you can throw a pitch with this kind of movement in sync away from the hitter, very effective.
Little fly ball to shallow right. And he makes the catch. On away.
Well, he got underneath it, hit it right up the chute. The second baseman able to make the play easily.
Let's check out the league hit leaders, courtesy of State Farm. Check out Andrus. He's number 5.
An outstanding contact hitter right here. A guy who goes up there looking to put the ball in play, not looking to take a walk. You know, if it's a little bit off the plate, he's going to swing to try to put it in play. And because of that, he's found a lot of holes.
He got him. So far, 8 strikeouts today.
A textbook way of pitching. 3 pitches, 3 strikes.
Outstanding command during that at-bat. One of the best batting averages in the league. First pitch on the way. Swung on and hit. This one to Crisp. That's caught. Side is retired. Save your arm. Do it by pitch.
Batting for the Oakland.
And if you just joined our broadcast, great to have you on board. 2K Sports Major League Baseball. I'm Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Clark. And it's Lowry batting. Hit 6 for 21 last year off the Rangers here at the Rangers ballpark in Arlington. First pitch, a fastball. That's in there for a strike.
Well, he's doing an outstanding job keeping this offense off the board. And Jano's had a handful of base runners so far in this one. The 4 runners left on base. But, you know, they've been able to make pitches and make plays when they needed to.
And with that right-hander warming up in the bullpen here, I'm not sure quite what they're thinking.
Well, with the left-handed hitter on deck, he's probably getting ready for hitters later in the lineup.
Fouled off. And that's just high for a ball. Runs the count, 3-2.
Well, that's just some good old country hardball right there. Four-seam fastball up in the zone.
Swing and a miss on the slider. 1 out.
I've got a chance to take a look at the slider again.
Number 21.
Fantastic piece of pitching to get that out, John.
Well, that's the part of pitching you love. He's looking for a fastball. He's expecting a fastball, and then just drop one right off the table. What a pitch.
Number 3 slot up again here. 4 years in the majors.
Foul ball!
He sends this one in the air towards center. No problem with that one. We're going down to a list of pitching staffs who have been stellar for the last 10 days. State Farm, our leaderboard. The Rangers, number 1. Second, the Yankees. In third, the Angels. Indians. There's a smash towards the hole. And he's out at first. Good hustle by the pitcher getting off the mound.
That's a good heads up.
Batting.
And leading it off, Shin-Soo Choo.
Number 17.
Now, any great pitching coach will tell you that you got to keep the batters guessing. Swinging on pitches that may not be strikes, that's a major key. Here's a look at that trend and how it's gone.
Well, he's really locked in right now. Got the hitters off balance, forcing the hitters to swing at pitches outside of the zone, expanding that strike zone.
Unpredictability. That's the toughest thing on any hitter. When you can't guess with the pitcher and you can't guess location, that makes it so difficult.
2-0 on the way. Pitch misses, ball 3. Now Choo. Will he take 1 or maybe 2? His lifetime average 288 against the A's. Waiting on a free ride there, but that curveball's in. 3-1.
A pretty good pitch to hit right there. He takes it for a strike. Clearly, he didn't have the green light.
And on that one, he's not going to get the call, so he will issue the walk.
Now, the pitcher's got to get his radar back in the strike zone right now if he wants to continue through this inning.
That will bring up Prince Fielder. And a home run back in the 4th inning. First pitch to him. Swings at that first delivery. Curveball by him, 0-1. Swings, hits this one pretty well. Deep right center. This one's towards Reddick. It's off the wall and a hop. Little warm-up action going to the bullpen. That's a right-hander up in front.
Well, they're going to wait for the right-handed hitter on deck to get it now, and it'll probably make the move to the pen.
The opportunity for offense is right now. Well, it's Adrian Beltre in the box now. Got looking last time. And Adrian Beltre looks at that one for a ball. It'll even it up. He hit .333 last year against the A's.
And it's no coincidence that most of the at-bats ended in his favor. They have to figure out a way to pitch tougher to him.
The 1-2 pitch. Got him. 9th strikeout of the game. Boy, he was going right after the batter right there late in the ball game. He wanted that out.
Well, that's when the hitter has to come through with a better at-bat. I mean, only 4 pitches. Just really looked out of sync right there in that at-bat.
Things get a little bit tight for the manager and certainly for the catcher, but most importantly, for the pitcher.
This is a mighty tough spot here, Steve. Team down by just a run, but 2 in scoring position.
Now with the infield pulled in, there is some vulnerability there, but they have to try to cut the run down at the plate.
This is one you hope doesn't come back to backfire. This walk here is going to load the bases.
I think it's good strategy. You've got to get the runner so you get the force out of any base and the potential for the double play opportunity.
Gallo settling in. And he's got a shot with the bases loaded.
And they can really open up this game now with a big hit.
Pitcher wants this big hit more than anyone. And he fouls another one off. Got him. Strikeout number 10 today.
On this strikeout is absolutely huge. Close game, late. He gets that big strikeout. He needs to keep going, though.
Boy, if you're a pitcher, you love doing that. Bases loaded here, and it only took 3 to get him out of it.
Well, this is what you call high-pressure pitching right here, and he got it done.
And it'll be Denard Span at the plate. 1 for 2 in the ballgame. And the first pitch was a strike. Got him at 0-1 right now.
I don't know if you got a chance to see his last ball game, but he picked up 2 hits in that one. Swung the bat well.
Here's the pitch. Fastball is a waste pitch that time. 1-2.
But looking at this guy's pitch count, he's up over 80 pitches thus far. You wonder how long they're going to let him go.
Oh, my. Is he wild right now? That could be trouble. He's out at first base.
Oh, that's a great play, Gary. Pitch in the dirt, gets away from the catcher, does a great.
And it's Billy Butler who lead it off. Let's take a look here and see what his approach is against these hitters on the first pitch.
Now, when he doesn't do well on the first pitch, he doesn't do well. He's given up 3 hits in this game, but he has not gotten the first pitch strike over the plate.
It is the top half of the 7th and a 1-0 count.
A tremendous effort out on the mound in this one, and we're deep into the ball game. I mean, we're getting close to the end of this one. They've only been able to get 4 hits against him, and he shut them down and kept them off the scoreboard.
And that's another foul ball. The 1-2 on its way. And Butler, another foul ball. Strikes him out. We have said it more than once today, but he continues to look extremely sharp, Steve.
He's so locked in. You wonder how long he can keep it going. I haven't seen anybody pitch like this in a long time.
Now the State Farm leaderboard shows us some lineups that have really gotten into the swing of things during the past 10 games. Number 1, the Blue Jays. There's a swing and a line drive. And that's going to be a base hit. Tying run is on. Doesn't get there in time. He is on.
Well, you're talking about a pitcher. Did read the scouting report. I mean, everyone knows this guy's a high ball hitter. He threw one up there, and he got it whacked.
Towards the middle. Up with it. And there's one. And they get 2 fielders there to wrap it up.
No, he's absolutely mowing them down here today, Gary. They haven't been able to muster any sort of offensive attack against him here at all.
Shut up.
Now up to the plate.
And the number 8 spot rolls around. He'll start the home half of the 7th. Now the first pitch. This is in the air, straight away left. That's one down.
To the plate for the Texas Rangers. Catcher, number
Jimenez
28.
at the plate with a called third strike in his last time up. Swinging a drive, deep left center. And this rolls all the way to the wall. Take a moment to check out the top batters around the league. Our leaderboard comes to you, courtesy of State Farm.
Well, when you watch these two guys hit, they have a lot of similarities, not just with their swings, but also with their approach and the way they prepare for a game. You know that they've watched tape on all these pitchers. They know exactly what they want to throw in certain situations, and that's what makes them so valuable. They don't take an at-bat for granted. They grind out every single one.
Comes set, now the 1-1. That's taken outside for a ball 2, 1 strike count. The 2-1 pitch. Fastball called strike 2.
Outstanding mechanics right there. He gets all of his body into the pitch. Great velocity on it. A strike away.
Andrus makes contact, and that's going to be a foul ball. Oh. 2-2. Curve that misses. 3-2. The full count pitch. Got him. That is strikeout number 12.
They go to the out pitch right here, the splitter. What they do with 2 strikes to put him away, he did put him away. Shin-Soo Choo looking to set off some fireworks in this opportunity he has right now to come up with a hit.
Blocked in his last plate appearance. Ball 1 started off the at-bat. It's 1-0. At the belt, the 1-0. And Shin-Soo Choo swings and misses at that one. That's going to even it up. Dirt pitch swung on and missed. Not feeling real good about that one. Struck him out. 13 Ks, 1 game. They pick up no runs on 1 hit and leave a man at second. And the Athletics coming up next. And Folds batting. Of course, as a pitcher, you got to keep your eye on which pitches are effective on any given day and which ones aren't. Here's a look at which pitches he's thrown that have generated hits.
Well, guys, looking at his four-seam fastball, that pitch has been hit 2 times over the course of the game.
You know, it's been touched a pair of times, but the way he's pitching, he looks to go deep in this game here, and no runs given up. Everything looks like it's working for him.
Pitch on the way. Curveball just off the black, and it's 2-1.
Well, what an outstanding effort by the pitcher today. I mean, he has just been on top of his game, making the pitches, and offensively, they just have not been able to back hits up with other hits to mount the rally. They've been held scoreless here today.
This one's bounced up the middle. Number 7. Throw one to first in time.
A masterful performance out here today. They've not been able to get any sort of offense going, and I'll tell you what, he's going to make people notice this is an outstanding effort.
We'll see what Sogard can do with the bat. He flew out his last time up. Dyson will be coming in to pitch in this game. The Rangers bring him in to relieve.
Well, this was an outstanding performance today. I mean, that's good starting pitching right there. He won't be able to finish what he started, but he pitched a heck of a ball game.
Oh. 1-1 pitch, fastball. That's going to be low. 2-1.
Oh, it's a great fastball right there, down in the strike zone. Now there's so many ways to go. Let's see how he comes back to attack this hitter.
Lays off that fastball. It's a called strike. 2-2.
Well, the pitcher going for that hole, and most hitters swing up and in. He found that strike zone with a 4-seam fastball, and he couldn't get to it.
Changeup misses. Full. 3-2.
Well, he tried to change up right there, but it just stayed down and off the plate.
Lost him. Ball 4. Potential tying run is on.
Well, the hardest thing to do when you have an at-bat that lasts this long is sometimes you have a tendency to be impatient and chase one. Give the hitter a lot of credit. It was a close pitch, but he laid off of it to earn that walk.
And Coco Crisp to bat.
Well, late in the game right here, I mean, you look for mistakes, you look for what you can capitalize on. And that walk now is the tying run on base.
And he looks at a fastball in there, and it's 1-2 now. What you're looking for, Steve, that ground ball, so that walk that we saw earlier doesn't hurt you.
Well, that's right.
A swing and a hit to Span. 2 away.
Now batting for the Oakland Athletics.
Let's take a look at Jed Lowry, a good contact hitter and also a very patient hitter at the plate. He's going to wait him out for a good pitch to hit.
His career .348 against the Rangers.
And it's just amazing how he can have this team's number year in and year out.
Fouled away. One pitch, fastball. That's going to be low. 2-1. Two-one pitch. Now here's a grounder towards the hole. And they get him at first base. Good hustle by the pitcher to get over there.
Great work by the pitcher there. He normally not called to run and play first base. He does a nice job completing the task and getting the out.
Though they still can't buy a run. They've been held scoreless through 8. The Athletics can't get the offense going. And Prince Fielder will lead it off. He is just a triple shy of the cycle now.
Well, that's the toughest leg of the cycle to get, but if he hits it into the gap, look at him run.
And out on the mound, we'll see John Axford. They've decided it was time to make a change here. Fielder watches it for a ball low. Pitch in the dirt, blocked by the catcher. And Fielder works this one to the enviable hitter's count, 3-1.
Well, anytime you have a count 3-1 in your favor as the hitter, you're looking for a pitch in a little box in the location you want to. If he throws it in there, you better be ready and get a good hack at it.
Here, Moreland is going to come in and pinch run. And starts him out here. And that's in there. Axford ahead, 0-1. Here's the delivery. That one misses. It gets away from the catcher. Here's the pitch. Tried to get him to chase that curve. It's 1-2. And Adrian Beltre looks at that one for a ball and leaving it up. You're out. Strike 3, Adrian Beltre. He got caught looking and he's out of there.
K-Cam presents the two-seamer. Take a look.
Well, 2 strikes, you got to protect. You can't just look at that pitch go down the middle.
And Johnny, he certainly wasn't expecting another fastball there.
Oh, and that's the problem. You can adjust to off speed, but if you look for something slow and get a heater.
Ground ball by Rodriguez. And he gets it through. That's his second hit in the ballgame.
Now batting.
That ball was well struck. Good piece of hitting. The infield playing back. Had a little more ability to cover some ground, but he's able to get it by him.
Gallo is the batter. For Axford, we were talking about those saves. 46, blowing only 2. Best save percentage in the National League.
Yeah, and that's all.
Now swinging a shot towards second. Gets 1 and 2. Double play. No runs, 1 hit, and no one left on base. Rangers 1, Oakland nothing. And if you're just joining in, Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Crunk bringing you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. Collison is going to come on and pitch now as Texas is trying to close this thing out.
Well, in the late innings, now it's time for the managers to match wits to see who can best utilize his bench and his bullpen to win this game.
0-1 pitch is a cut fastball, swung on and missed. 0-2.
A cut fastball up and in, that can break an awful lot of bats. That time he couldn't even make contact, though.
Slider called third, strikeout number 1.
81 miles per hour with some solid movement.
Well, it looks like he froze him on the outside corner.
He sure did. As a hitter, you've got to recognize a pitcher's tendencies up there. I think the pitcher had him guessing up there the whole at bat.
That's a big showdown right here. See if Josh Reddick is up for it.
What he's trying to do at the plate here in the last inning is get this ball game tied up.
Gary, the key is to not let him get on base. Clearly, he doesn't want to give up a home run, but he wants to keep him off base and keep the tying run from coming to the plate.
That's taken low for a ball. 2-1. 2 hits, 13 at bats last year off the Rangers here in Texas. Here's the 2-1. And Josh Reddick swings and misses on that one, and the count is now even.
But with the swing like that, there's no wonder why he's getting sliders right there. Tough pitch to hit out of the ballpark, but give the hitter credit. He's trying to do it anyway.
And it's in there, the tying run on board.
Coming back for the Oakland.
Gary, that's how you hit the changeup. You have to be patient. You have to stay back and let the ball come to you. Doesn't try to do too much with it. Picks himself up on base hit.
Now, here we go in a big moment. It's Billy Butler. And the first pitch. That one swung on, hit in the air to deep right center field. This one's going to be fielded by Span. The dive and a spectacular play.
Coming back for the Oakland
Really, take a
Athletics.
look. That is an incredible dive to make that catch.
Hey, take a look at this thing, and look at the speed and the instincts. The first step quickness is the key to be able to run that ball down. That's some kind of play right there.
And we've got Alonso now batting. 2 for 3 thus far. The first pitch. Throws that curveball a little low. Ball 1.
The best curveballs are the ones that start in the strike zone, then fall out of the strike zone. He couldn't get him to fish for that one, though.
Swing and a fly ball, and this might be it. And you just saw it, folks. That's going to be the last play of this game.
Well, they've been a great one here today, Gary, and it's all because of the pitching. Outstanding pitching